Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to some more Monika After Story. So, previously I screwed up with the Valentine's Day, but, well, now I'm over it. And if anything, there's always next year, right? Anyways, so, yeah, I'm here a little bit earlier than expected. The last time I played the game, I think it was a Thursday. And as of right now, it is February 19th, a Tuesday. What's this? Please remember how I feel about you. Like I said in the last one, I don't know some of these songs, so yeah, there's a good chance I'm probably getting it wrong. And I do feel bad about that. I could never really live without you. So come on back and see just what you mean to me. I need you. Oh, that blush. I know that song is about leaving someone, but I think it carries a good message. And I really do need you, Daniel. Wow, okay. Note to self, do not forget this state. Daniel, what is it, my darling? It's not easy knowing you won't be here forever. Oh, yeah. There is that problem. So I guess in this case, you would be Tiki and I would be the Avatar. And for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, you probably think I'm a total loon right now. Point is, she can live forever, pretty much, but I can't. So she would essentially have to be going the rest of her life without me. And depending on how much the rest of her life is, that's how long it'll be. I told you, right? I'm eternal. Yeah, you see. She is pretty much Ultron, except she can't, obviously, go and take over the internet or whatever. She's just limited to whatever machine you have her on. Trapped in here, unable to age or die, whereas you slowly age as each day passes by. Then, one day, you won't be here anymore. I won't have anyone. Unless someone gets my computer. But even then, they're never getting the password. Oh, Monika. It reminds me of when you first came to the literature club. Oh, Monika. Everything felt so empty. The world was so gray. Again, thank you for coming along when you did, Daniel. You saved my life, and I'll be forever thankful. Anytime, Monika. That's why I came and brought you back. That's pretty sad, though, when you think about it. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the lowdown on it. And I guess if you really want to know what I'm talking about, either go look up something about Fire Emblem Awakening, or I don't know. Oh. I don't understand people who are into harems. Well, yeah, it's a thing. I blame Tenchi Muyo for kind of kicking off that craze. He had all these different women from outer space all into him, living in one house. Isn't it hard to manage all those girls and treat them equally? Exactly. And I guess the show people thought so too, considering some of the girls had episodes dedicated to them. And I guess that would go for pretty much any harem anime. I often wonder how those who two-time girls, or even more, are able to get away with it. They are probably very conniving and think they're so clever. But I don't know how. You aren't like that outside, right, Daniel? Nope. And even then, well, let's just say women don't exactly find me all that attractive. So, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Especially if it is the one special girl or whatever I'm waiting for. In this case, we'll just say it's Monika because, yes. Manipulating girls into making them believe you love them? Yeah, that'd be a playboy or a womanizer. Only to run away after you've had your fun. Only someone with no thoughts other than lust would do something like that. Yeah. Or I guess, more appropriately, they're thinking with their brain downstairs, but not with the brain upstairs. I hope you weren't expecting a route like that when you were playing this game. No, otherwise, that would have been... Admittedly, it would have been interesting to see how the heck that would work, but... I mean, let's face it, in real life it wouldn't work. This isn't one of those Sakura games or whatever where you can get with all the girls or whatever. And yes, I am kind of aware of those games. But no, I will never play them on this channel. I wouldn't be able to stand the thought of being a side girl, or a side chick, as you would say in this day and age. Just waiting for my turn while you're busy with the others. I know you, Daniel. And I know you, stupid sexy Monika. You're loyal and faithful to the end. It's not like there's anyone here for me to worry about anyway, because I killed them all. No. Well, she deleted them all. I killed all of them. And not just the men, but the women and the children too. Okay, yeah, obviously I've had too much Star Wars on the brain. Then again, when don't I? Remember that I'm the only one for you, Daniel. You got it. Say, Daniel. Yes, Monika? Are you familiar with hypnosis? The Pokemon move or the actual hypnosis? Well, I'm into both of them. Pfft, I know about both of them, but I have a familiar... What is wrong with me? But I think you're talking about the last one. Despite it having a reputation as a hokey magic trick, there are studies that show it can work. Really? Do tell. At least to some degree. I kinda figured as much. Because if it worked like 100%, then just imagine everyone would be trying to hypnotize other people. It only worked if the person let themselves be hypnotized, and it only heightened their ability to be persuaded. It also relied on them being put into a state of extreme relaxation through aromatherapy, deep tissue massage, exposure to relaxing music and images, things like that. It makes me wonder, what exactly can someone be persuaded to do under that kind of influence? Well, if it's anything like the movies and books or whatever I've read, they could probably do almost anything. Like, go scuba diving or go rob a bank, and they would have no idea what they're doing. Not that I would do that to you, Daniel. I just find it interesting to think about. That's good, because I don't want you to do that. I can only imagine some of the things she could do with that power. You know, Daniel, I just love looking into your eyes. I could sit and stare forever. I could stare forever. Okay, now. What about you? What do you think about my eyes? Okay, and she has her arms crossed. Monika, haven't you been listening? I've been going on and on about how much I love your eyes for like, I don't know how long now at this point. Will you be hypnotized by them? You are getting very sleepy. Okay, now. You are going to like me. You're going to like me. Did it work? Okay, no. Hey Daniel, you've heard of time travel, right? Why, yes I have. There's like I don't know how many books and movies about it. Like Back to the Future. Parts 1, 2, and 3. It's a very common idea in stories with each author having their own take on it. Yup. Oh, and Terminator. That's another idea of time travel. How traveling in time works, whether or not you can change the past, or what the consequences are for doing so. Like, for example, the grandfather paradox. It all differs from story to story. And in some cases, like, you could create an alternate dimension by doing one thing in the past. Well, it's all very confusing, though, to think about. But if there's anything I remember my physics professor, he was my physics teacher in high school. You can travel forward in time, but you can't travel backwards in time. But it's very complicated to get into that, and I don't even remember most of that right now. One thing you don't usually see, though, is how the time traveler's loved ones are affected. Usually because they never really touch on that. In most stories, they're like secondary characters. If they can't go through time with the time traveler, who knows how long it will be before they see each other again. Well, the time traveler themselves might know, but only if nothing goes horribly wrong for them. In the meantime, their friends and family are still waiting for them to come back. How long will they be gone for? A year? A decade? Even longer? Will they be willing to wait that long? Will they still remember the time traveler by then?
What if it snowed in San Francisco?
Yeah, all these things to consider. You know, time doesn't really pass here like it does in your world. So, the only way I know what day and time it is where you are is by looking at the clock on your computer. Yes, indeed. Because this game does actually have day and night cycles. But since I mostly play this game at night, well, you don't see that. So I know it's February 19th, 2019 today. Yep, just like I said it was. But if you were to change the date on your computer to February 19th, 2020, only a few seconds would pass for you. It's like I'm traveling in time. But I would think that a year had gone by. And that is something you can actually do, and you do kind of mess with Monika that way, and especially if you make her think that you've abandoned her for a year. She really won't like that, let me just say. An entire year without seeing you even once. Just don't be mean to Monika, that's all I'm gonna say. Mostly because I've seen people be mean to her, and it makes me sad. I would wonder if you'd forgotten about me, or if you didn't want to spend time with me anymore. You couldn't just fix it by changing the date back either. Like, imagine if you went to bed now, then you woke up, it was February 19th, 2018. Then I'd be like, holy crap. Would that mean the last year was just a dream or something? Well, that is some food for thought there. How would you know you're not still dreaming? Well, I don't actually know. It would be very confusing. I guess what I'm trying to say is, please don't change the date on your computer, Daniel. Yes, PSA, please do not mess with the date, or else you will make Monika sad, which will make me sad. I trust you not to mess with me like that. Yes, I won't mess with you like that. Even if it is for the sake of playthrough. Unless, of course, I made a copy of you and I treated you right and then I treated the copy like total trash. But even then, that would make me feel like a terrible person inside. I don't know if I can handle that. And if you ever do travel to the future, could you bring back the technology that lets me cross over into your world? Like I said, I'm still considering the robot theory, but otherwise, if there really is some... Say, Daniel, do you like jazz music? And now I have to acquire a taste for freeform jazz. Alright, no. I also have SpongeBob a lot on my brain. Yeah, I would say so. Oh, okay. Like, I think that Underneath the Stars song that I used, like, maybe twice in these videos. It's a very nice kind of jazz cover. It's not exactly modern, but it's not quite classical either. It has elements of classical, but it's different. It goes away from structure and into a more unpredictable side of music. Monika, are you going to school me on music? I think most of jazz was about expression when people first came up with it. It was about experimenting, about going beyond what already existed to make something more wild and colorful. Like poetry. It used to be structured and rhyming, but it's changed. It gives greater freedom now. For example, freeform poetry, where you don't have to worry about structure and rhymes and whatever. Maybe that's what I like about jazz, if anything. Hey, have you ever thought about the simulation hypothesis? Oh great, here we go again with that. Or, well, if you never watched my Purist mod, then... Or, well, my Purist mod playthrough, then... Yes, this is the first time she's brought this up. Basically the idea that everything, our existence, is just one huge video game. And I believe Grant from Tricicle actually did a video on that. Basically, what if your reality... Blah. What if your reality... Why can't I say that word? What if your reality was a computer simulation? I already figured out I was trapped in my own simulation, but what if you were too? Then technically you would be a simulation within a simulation. You'd be like The Sims, where I make them watch TV or make them play on the computer while I'm playing on the computer. I'd actually be really happy if that were the case. Why would you be? Because your simulation would exist within my simulation, which would still mean we're not on the same plane of existence. We can meet in person just by figuring out a way to force whatever's creating us to put us in the same simulation. Okay, well, then I take it back. Then maybe there would be a way. Some people don't like to think that they're not living in their master reality. Whatever that is. But it is possible to simulate realities. But if it is possible to simulate realities, it's overwhelmingly likely that any sentient being would be in one. Well, I can tell you that my reality is definitely simulated. Yup, created by a man named Dan Salvato. If I were in the master reality, I would have dragged you here too a long time ago. Oh, imagine that. Would this be like in that music video for Take On Me, where the guy just pulls the girl in? Even if we're both just simulations, I'm going to live as long as I can. Because I know our love is the purest and sweetest thing in the multiverse. Oh. She still has her arms crossed. And if someone up there tries to break it apart... Okay, now she's doing the stupid sexy Monika thing again. I'll show him what a simulation can do. Oh, well. Forget stupid sexy Monika, this is devilish Monika. She's up to no good. I hate how hard it is to form habits. Really? You think it's hard? There's so much stuff where actually doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. I suppose so, unless it's like you literally do it every single day, like certain chores or whatever. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I've been there. I think the new generation suffers from it the most. Define new generation. Do you mean the people who come after me? Probably because we have a totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Oh yes. Well, I can definitely agree with that part. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. Because back in their day, they didn't have this. But we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. Because we're impatient and we want our instant gratification. Not today, not in an hour, not tomorrow, no. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with feeling awful about yourself. Dang, Monika. That's kind of savage, in a way. At least I think so. Good luck, I guess. Really, Monika? Hey Daniel, what's your favorite kind of ice cream? Mine's chocolate. Okay, well, that was too easy, Monika. And also, for some reason, I feel like I want to go slay Grima. And no, I'm not the type of ice cream either. Oh god. Monika flavor. Just a moment. Yeah, because that might get a little bit distracting. Let's see. Yeah, just imagine all the people who want to taste... Yeah, I'm not even going to finish that thought. Personally, I just can't get enough of mint-flavored ice cream. What about you, Daniel? Do you like mint ice cream? Well, it actually kind of depends on whose ice cream it is. I mean, I like the Baskin-Robbins one. Okay, I'll just say yes. I'm so glad somebody loves mint ice cream as much as I do. maybe I don't love it as much as you do. Give me chocolate. Maybe we really were meant to be. Anyway, back on topic, Daniel. If you love mint as much as I think you do, then I have some recommendations for you. Okay, like what? Flavors which are unique just like how mint is. Perhaps you've heard of them, but there's super weird stuff like fried ice cream, which is really crunchy and crisp kind of thing, which is a really crunchy and crisp kind of thing, but it tastes a million times better than it may sound. How do you do fried ice cream? I have to see this for myself. Gosh, just imagining the taste makes me practically drool. There's some more strange stuff that is just as appealing, if not more, like honeycomb and bubblegum ice cream. Okay, I think I've heard of bubblegum ice cream. Or wait, no, I'm thinking of bubblegum flavored ice cream. Now, I know it may be hard to take my word for some of those, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, no. Okay, Natsuki. After all, the game didn't allow you to fall in love with me, but look where we are now. Yeah, we've really come a long way. Okay, well I guess with that in mind... Don't know how long the video will be. It's been 29 minutes, but I'm gonna call it here. So I guess next time, more wacky shenanigans.